You thought the BET Awards were all glitz, music, and shiny trophies? Not quite. While the spotlight was on and stars fake cheered from their seats, Remy Ma was backstage completely losing it, and hugs weren't on the agenda. According to some blurry yet clear cousin-filmed 4K footage, Remy walked in on Papoose and Claressa Shields holding hands behind the scenes. And the only thing that took a harder hit than Remy's image? Claressa's wig, snatched mid-heels right in front of... Sponsors surprised? Not exactly. Entertained? Without question. This isn't your average dose of petty drama or Hollywood shade. We're talking a crumbling marriage, a side chick on the rise, and a boxing champ who may have thrown punches off duty. Did Remy land the first hit? Was Claressa down for the chaos? Did Papoose mastermind the madness for clout? Buckle in, because the BET red carpet didn't just shine, it got savage. And trust, we've got all the wig-snatching, tea-spilling details coming your way next. Welcome to the place where we don't just spill the tea, we bring the receipts too. Let's take it back. Before the wigs hit the air and the drama unfolded on camera, the night simmered with quiet tension, forced grins, and a messy love triangle strutting the same red carpet in separate designer heels. The 2025 BET Awards were meant to honor talent, glamour, and celebration, but things went sideways fast. Looks like no one gave Remy Ma the memo. The main event wasn't happening on stage. It was unfolding backstage, far from the lights, dancers, and overly rehearsed thank you speeches. The real chaos was brewing like boiling tea with no lid. Remy arrived alone. Red flag number 1. No Papoose, no date, just her in a sheer black gown, slicked back bun, and that unmistakable test me and see look etched across her face like armor. The tension? Palpable before a word was even said. Insiders claim Remy flat out refused to share the red carpet spotlight with Claressa Shields, who also showed up that night. That wasn't by chance. From gossip blogs to barbershop debates, the word was already out. Remy and Claressa had serious tension, and it all pointed to one name: Papoose. The devoted husband, rap icon, and the man who held Remy down through prison time, parenting, and their rise as hip-hop's power couple. But somewhere between prison visits and poetic promises, cracks started to show, and through them stepped Claressa Shields, Olympic boxer and allegedly the newest contact on Papoose's favorites list. Rumors about Papoose and Claressa's close friendship had been floating around for months, but the BET Awards made it hard to ignore. Witnesses, and by that we mean chatty security staff, claim Papoose slipped in through a discreet side entrance just minutes after Claressa exited her SUV. Not by Remy's side, and definitely not solo. He allegedly walked in with Claressa's glam squad in tow. If that's not suspicious, we don't know what is. Then came the photos. Blurry, but clearly them. Papoose standing behind Claressa as her stylist adjusted her gown, looking far too pleased with her red carpet glow-up. That grin? Harmless on most men. But when your wife is Remy Ma and the woman in question is rocking a custom dress with your initials stitched inside? Yeah, that's not just a smile, that's a statement. Zoomed-in shots revealed the PL embroidery. Subtle? Not even close. And Remy? She saw it all, and she didn't need a caption to get the message. Just 2 hours post-show, a leaked audio clip made waves. Remy in her dressing room clearly says, "If I catch them holding hands, I'm flipping this whole fucking awards show upside down." Well, somebody call in backup, because not even 45 minutes later, she followed through. It started with icy stares and forced grins, but then came the spark that lit the fuse. Papoose and Claressa, caught on camera, backstage giggling like teens at homecoming. His hand? Resting a little too comfortably on her lower back. Their whispers? Suspiciously sweet. And just like that, the night took a sharp left, and just as they started heading toward the green room, boom, Remy Ma entered, full-on firestorm. Insiders say she didn't speak right away. She just stepped up, stared Claressa down, and finally said, "So this what we on now? That's how y'all moving?" Claressa tried to cool things off with a calm, "It's not even like that," but Remy wasn't having it. She reached out, snatched, pulled, wig gone. Chaos erupted. Betty staff screamed, security stood frozen, drinks hit the floor, and someone in the back shouted, "Yo, this better than the BET Hip Hop Awards." Here's the twist. Claressa didn't swing. She calmly stepped back, adjusted her hair, and said, "You've been dying to do that since the DMs came out. Feel better now?" That line sealed the deal. Confirmation without denial. Cameras. Scrambled to catch the moment, but it was too late. The wig was down, Remy was already walking off, and Papoose? He didn't say a word. No defense, no reaction, no chase. He just pulled out his phone, stared at the screen, and let out a long, tired sigh. Sources close to the chaos claim Papoose later told a friend, "I told both of them I wasn't choosing sides. Looks like they made that choice for me." And yes, it gets messier. Minutes later, Claressa's cousin Kiki dropped the footage on TikTok. Within half an hour, it racked up 2.1 million views, got remixed with a Cardi B voiceover, inspired a trending sound called Ray's Revenge, and drew over 12,000 comments like, "Not Remy turning the BET Awards into UFC Skull Edition." Claressa held her ground like the champion she is, face wet with what looked like tears of triumph. Meanwhile, Papoose found himself tangled in more mess than a Zeus Network reunion special. And just when it seemed like the chaos had peaked, BT's official account dropped a dry statement. "We do not condone violence. We are reviewing the backstage incident." Translation? They were watching the numbers to see if this meltdown would boost viewership. And honey, it did. Big time. Right after the clash, Claressa dropped a photo, makeup flawless, edges intact, with the caption, "A queen doesn't flinch, especially not for a crown that was never hers." Remy, on the other hand, went completely quiet. No tweets, no posts, no cryptic captions. But an hour later, fans clocked her at a nearby hotel. Barefoot, hair still flawless, but her face said it all. Like she'd been through it, whether crying, screaming, or wrestling with every ghost she's tried to leave behind. And that's when things really spiraled. After the video leak, the viral frenzy, and Claressa's calm queen energy lit up timelines, someone dropped the real grenade. A fresh leak. Not audio, not footage, but screenshots. Inside? Remy's private group chat with her stylist, glam team, and yes, her lawyer, where she allegedly mapped out a confrontation if Claressa dared to show up. So now the question is, was this a heat-of-the-moment blow-up or a fully planned wig-snatching operation? Because once those receipts hit the internet, the narrative flipped, and social media absolutely lost its mind. Now let's get into those screenshots. Because when they landed online, the internet collectively short-circuited. Posted by a mystery account with a blurry profile pic and a handle like Spill Queen 2025, these weren't just messy, they were straight-up explosive. Supposedly pulled from a private group chat labeled Operation Wig. Yes, that's the real name. And the messages? Far from harmless banter. They read like a step-by-step guide to backstage mayhem. This wasn't drama. It was strategy. One message, allegedly from Remy Ma herself, read, "If she pulls up with him, it's over. I'll rip the lace straight off her soul." Another, from someone listed as Glam Twins, replied, "We'll keep flats nearby just in case, but sis, don't catch a charge." But it was the final message that really sent the internet into chaos. "She really thinks she won? Bet. Watch me turn this stage into a ring. I'm swinging first." Within minutes, Twitter had made up its mind. This wasn't a meltdown. It was calculated wig warfare. This wasn't emotion. It was execution. The internet split instantly, one side calling Remy Ma unstable and in desperate need of therapy, the other declaring she handled business, period. Memes came in hotter than the drama itself. Split screenshots of Claressa's face, before and after the wig grab, went viral. Even though, truth be told, Claressa barely blinked. While Twitter argued, Claressa was already in a salon chair, posting a fresh blowout selfie with the caption, "Too busy soaking in applause to hear the noise." Over at BET, they scrambled to do damage control, as if their brand wasn't already marinated in chaos. They released a bland statement. Incident involving 2 individuals occurred backstage. We are working with all parties involved and remain committed to ensuring a safe and respectful environment for everyone. Translation? They're staying on the fence until one of them drops a diss track. And let's be honest, some intern, was probably already cutting the footage into a sizzle reel before midnight. This wasn't just drama, it was the trailer for part 2. Remy Ma's camp went into full lockdown mode, unfollowed the blogs, shut off the comments, and gave her hairstylist strict no live video orders. Over in Camp Claressa, her manager pitched a Wigs Don't Win Wars campaign to edge control brands. Then Papoose started trending again, saying nothing, but showing up in Claressa's posts while fans dissected the silence compared to Remy's past birthday tributes. One viral tweet read, "Papoose training Claressa while breaking Remy's spirit." Claressa went live, glowing and unbothered, and launched a sold-out wig grip kit. Remy dropped a cryptic story. BT banned them both. For now. The chaos sent shockwaves through pop culture. Daytime hosts debated, AI-generated fight clips went viral, and a YouTube deep dive racked up 9 million views. Claressa's profile soared with big sponsorships, including a wig grip app, while Remy stayed quiet, sharing only a cryptic post about heartbreak. Then came a leaked voice note from Papoose, sounding emotionally drained, and suddenly the story flipped. Was Claressa a villain or just a bystander? She denied breaking up the marriage, claiming it was long over. A fan-led petition against wig violence hit 60,000 signatures, and brands started pulling back from both women amid the media storm. After weeks of non-stop headlines, Claressa finally ended the saga, saying she's stepping away from the drama. Remy stayed silent, once seen as untouchable, now viewed as vulnerable. Claressa, still undefeated in the ring, became a polarizing icon, while Papoose lingered quietly in the shadows as two powerful women clashed around him. What began as backstage tension turned into a worldwide spectacle, reshaping reputations in real time. Was it heartbreak or strategy? Who really came out on top? Remy? Claressa? Papoose? Drop your thoughts below, and trust, this story's not done yet.